Hey guys, it's me, Weeb Nation, and I'm back again. Voice crack. Similar to the video that I made recently, I don't remember when I made it. Um, I just wanted to talk about a game that impacted me. It, the game that I decided to talk about today is very different from the game that I talked about yesterday, in the fact that it's a multiplayer game. Like I'm gonna do the same thing of not talking about any of the characters by name, the game's title, or anything like that. Not because there's anything spoilable, it's just talking about a game without knowing what the game is, just it feels nice, you know? Like I I, I don't know if it feels the same for you guys. You guys probably feel like you're getting blue balled by it, but it it makes me feel like I don't have to remember every detail about a game, and that I can get a couple of things wrong without people being no, that's you're so stupid, you're so stupid, which I hate happening. I hate being called stupid because I know it's true for not book smarts, but I'm a dumb guy. So I decided to talk about a game. Once again, I will not be talking about any of the characters' names, any of the plot lines. I'll only be talking, or the game's title. I won't talk about what the game's title is. I'll only be talking about the game. And if you can guess it, cool beans. Don't spoil it in the comments like a jerk. This game I played for the first time 2, maybe 3 years ago. My dad invited me downstairs via text, and he's like, "Hey, do you want to play a game with me?" And I always love playing games with my dad. I never do anymore, and it's the one thing that I really miss from back in the day, because we used to, for a little while, we played this game every night, if not every other night. But after a while, we just stopped. And this game's a simple game. You start your own city, then you expand, take over a continent, take over other countries with religion, science, war. You do it all. And like nothing else really matters. For a couple of rounds, you could honestly dick about and do jack all, but the game will do itself. So you don't need to. So I got invited downstairs to play this with my dad, and we're playing hot seat. We're just swapping back and forth. He'd go out for a smoke break, and in that time, I would try to strategize my one turn, because I had no idea how to play the game when I first started. And so I was just trying to figure out what's good. And, thinking that it would suck, I avoided religion. Religion just seemed like the lamest way to play. Little did I know, it's one of the most fun ways to play. So I continue playing with my dad. Like, he would come back from a smoke break, and he would nearly instantly be done. I would take 3 minutes to take my turn, and he would just instantly be done again. And I'd be like, God damn, this guy knows what he's doing. This guy has been considering his turn for 3 turns now. Like, I was so mesmerized just watching this man take a single turn in a game. And he wasn't complaining about how slow I was. Like, recently I started playing this game with my friends. And I every time I play, they're like, "Drew, you are taking forever. Can you speed it up? Can you take your turn already?" And I'd be trying, but like I'm trying to do everything at once because I don't know what's good and what's bad. Every time I play with these guys, I'm like, "Hey, is this thing good? Does this thing suck?" And one of them will like always know the answer. The one that I play with the most always seems to know what's good. And if not, he pulls up the wiki. And that helped me so much. But like it, I didn't have that at the start. I would just play with my dad and be guessing. I watched him play a couple of times when him and I weren't playing together, and he was so much further into that game than I was. He had fucking giant death robots. Giant robots. And I was like, "Whoa. This man knows what he's doing. This guy has sunk hours into this game." And so then one day, him and I just stopped playing together. I don't know if he thought that I was bored. I don't know if he was bored, but it just stopped. It I maybe touched that game once or twice in the next half. No, in the next year or two. And I just didn't play anymore because the one thing tying me to this game was gone. And so it would just be sitting on the computer and I would give zero shits about it. There was nothing for me to care about anymore. The one thing that I had going with it is that I got to play it with my dad. And like that was genuinely good times for me. Every time I got to do it with my dad, I was like happy because like I hardly do shit with my dad, and I feel so bad about that. I wish I did more shit with my dad. My dad is such a cool guy. So I didn't touch the game for another year and a half. And then one day, one of my friends from high school was like, yo, do you have this game?" I was like, "No, but I think I have the game before it," because I forgot the title of the game. I thought that I had the prequel to it. No, I had that one. And I'm like, "Yo, we can play together online." He was like, "Epic." I don't remember if he actually said epic, but it's been forever since I did that. And so we would play. We grind the shit out of that game for like a week. Um, and then it would like slow down. We would play every like week, every half week, every 2 weeks. Just slowed to a halt. So, I'm assuming I'll play with this guy again soon, but like, it's been a while since I last played with him. I always invite him to play, and he's just always somehow busy. I don't think he's lying to me. It's a sad coincidence, you know? So, with the free time I had before buying the game that I talked about, I played this for a bit. I played it solo because I had that account I started a year ago. And so I'm playing a I'm playing the Queen's Biblioteca, and I am about to finish the game. And like I get there. I get to around 400 and I win diplomatically. 21 points. And the game tells me that's the first victory the game's ever had. Like, on my computer. Sorry, on my dad's computer. And like, it never really like kicked into me that he stopped playing this when we stopped playing. I just thought that like he just got tired of playing with me. No, when we stopped playing, he stopped playing. So I continued playing, and I got to around 502. And Japan had made it to the moon, and I had taken over the funny meme country, and I was about to take over the Nazis, and it's around 502, and I nearly have this entire continent in the bag, and I just don't want to play anymore. I've reached all that I've needed. There's no more for me. I should have realized at round 400 and something that I should have quit when I got 21 points.